If you're designed to fly, if something is designed to fly, if the stronger the wind is, the higher it flies, you know. I'm a licensed helicopter pilot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everybody thinks winds are a bad thing. No, winds are great. Only when you're landing, if it's crosswind, it's a little bit of a issue. Otherwise, if without headwind, you can't really fly, all right? Too much, a storm is a different thing, but headwinds are good. That's why the airplane flies, all right? It's because of that there is aerodynamics and it flies. So, if you're designed to fly, this is what is important. What yoga means is, you get yourself geometrically correct. What being geometrically correct means is, see, every physical creation in the universe has a geometry to it. If the geometry is in such a way that it has least amount of friction, then it functions at its best. When would you say, suppose you start your car engine and it's cut, would you say this is well-engineered car? You start it, you don't even know, you can't feel the engine, then you said this is a good car because it's only unless you make it roar, you can't feel the engine. That means everything is going smoothly with least amount of friction. So, it is a geometric perfection which does this. So, everything that is physical in the universe needs a certain perfection of geometry to function at a certain level of competence. So this geometry, today there is something called as constructional theory, they're making it, yogic sciences are deeply invested in this. That is, how an atom is made, how an amoeba is made, a single-celled organism is made, how you are made, how the universe is made, the fundamental design is not different. It's the same design. The complexity and sophistication is multiplying many fold, but essentially it's the same design. So, this is what today we're calling as the carbon chain on this planet, whether it's a microorganism or a tree or the atmosphere or the water or the human being, everything is one chain. If you break one link, everything could collapse on your head, you know. That's what we're talking about when we talk about soil. One link has become very weak. If you don't strengthen that, the entire chain could collapse because a chain is as strong as a individual link, and this one link of the soil has become super thin. If you push it any further, the whole thing, the very chain of life could collapse. So, it is the geometry which keeps it going. For example, this planet is going around the sun. There is no titanium chain or a cable holding it to the sun and swinging it around. It's just a perfection of geometry. If you just get it off its path, finished, it'll fly off somewhere else. It'll burn itself out. Only because of certain geometry, it has hit a certain geometry, they look like perpetual machines, they're not perpetual. In our experience, they're perpetual because our lifespan is so small. But otherwise, it's not perpetual. At one time it was not there, at some time in future it will not be there again, that's a different matter. But right now it has hit a certain geometric perfection that it keeps going as if it's forever. So, yoga, one aspect of yoga is this, to get your body to a geometrically congruent state with the rest of the creation. If you're geometrically congruent, suddenly your experience is not that of an individual, but that of being universal. So, to put it very simply, it's like this. Say, we can do an experiment, can we?
Sure.
Just put your hands together. With your eyes closed, what you do is, you rub your hands very briskly for 30 seconds. Now hold it 3-4 inches away from each other. Something happening between them, huh?
Is it?
Don't you feel something?
I feel the heat of each hand.
Not the heat.
Warm from friction.
No. Isn't there a sensation between them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's
So right now, see right now, what is the difference between you and the chair on which you're sitting? It's only the sensations which tells you. How do you know this is me, this is not me?
Right.
Here there are sensations, here no sensations.
Right.
So essentially what you call as myself is a certain boundary of sensations. It's a sensory boundary which determines what is you and what is not you, isn't it?
Yes.
This water, is it you?
It'll become me when I drink it.
if you put it into the boundaries of your sensation, it becomes you.
Yes.
And that's how this whole thing has come, right? When you were born, you were this much, now
Right.
you become this much. It's the food that you've eaten, water that you took and everything into the boundaries of your sensation, now you experience it as myself, 100%.
Right.
So if you lose 10 kilograms, would you think that 10 kilograms of me is gone? No, isn't it?
Well, you would if you look in the mirror.
No, in your experience.
Your experience is exactly the same. Except
Exactly
maybe
the
you
same.
feel healthier.
Because what is within the boundaries of your sensation is you.
Right.
If you do anything vigorous or intense, suddenly the boundaries of your sensation is breached and you experience something more. Why there is such a big draw towards sexuality or people are rubbing each other all the time is just this.
Rubbing each other?
Yeah, in a way. I'm saying it is
Yes.
because somewhere for one moment they are something more than what they are.
Right.
Somebody or something which is not themselves becomes a part of them, at least for a moment.
Yes.
So, this breaching of sensory boundary is yoga. If you sit here and if you can spread your sensory body as big as this room, you would experience everything in this room as yourself. See, right now, your heart, your liver, your kidney, the five fingers of your hand, this was not you some time ago, isn't it? When you are a baby, your finger was this much.
Right.
Now it became this much. That means these fingers, the way they are, they were not you just some time ago. But today, they're 100% you, isn't it?
Yeah.
How did this happen? Because this material got accumulated within the boundaries of your sensory body. Sensory body, if you make yourself exuberant, either because of joy or blissfulness, sensory body expands. If you expand your body in such a way, it's as big as the universe, you will experience the whole universe as yourself. This is yoga. So, the twisting, turning, holding the breath, doing this, doing that, all these things are to loosen up the body in such a way that your physical body and your sensory body are not stuck to each other, sensory body can expand. Today, you know, if somebody lost a limb or something, they have something called as a phantom leg. Even if the leg is gone, they're still experiencing the leg because the sensory body is still not there. So essentially, physical body is acting like a scaffolding for the sensory body which gives the experience of life. If your sensory body was totally dead, you wouldn't experience anything even if you had your body, all right?